everybody. Welcome once again to Brookline Youth Baseball. My name is Richard Rodriguez. Alongside me is Mike Murphy. We're here for today's All-Star game between the American League and the National League.
That's right, Richard, and it should be a great game here tonight. We've seen a lot of power throughout the season here with the hitters. We've also seen some great pitching. The last game that I worked with, we had a great pitching duel between the Tigers and the Braves, and we saw some great hits, but it was a low-scoring game, so it's kind of hard to expect what we might see here tonight because it could go either way between the great pitchers or the strong hitters that are on both teams. But the National League has a couple of great teams with records at 11-3. Both the Braves and the Dodgers knotted up there at 11-3. So a lot of people might think that they might have a little bit of an advantage coming into this game.
Well, in an All-Star game, you never know. But what I do know is we'll be 9 innings of action. We'll be back with the Home Run Derby contest right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're going here to the coin toss for the Home Run Derby. We'll see who's going to get to bat second.
And here we go.
Howie's got the flip.
Do the toss. It's in there, and the American League wins the toss. They'll be up first.
They'll be batting second, actually. They'll be
second here.
They'll be choosing to bat second. That way they'll have the advantage. And we'll be back right after this for the Home Run Derby contest.
And welcome back to Cypress Field. Mike Murphy here with Richard Rodriguez as we cover the Home Run Derby portion of the All-Star game. And Rico, up first we have Todd Brem from the Pirates, and he'll be representing the National League.
Now the rules of the Home Run Derby are as follows. Each batter will have an opportunity to hit 10 balls. How many of them he hits for a home run will give a point to his team. There's his first hit that is not a home run. A nice little shot there, though. There's number 2.
It's going deep, but not deep enough. We have the umpire out there in the outfield to take a look and let us know when it is called a home run. The third pitch gets driven out into the field on the ground, but this one's sent deep. And the first home run, the umpire gives the signal, and that's a point. So Todd Brem scores one for the National League. And that one he strikes. Here comes the next pitch. And again, a swing and a miss. Oh, and this one looks like it could be another. Driven deep, and it's a home run. The second home run for the National League from Todd Brem. And that one fouled. Fouled again. And this one driven up by shortstop into the outfield, but not enough. But Todd did a great job there getting 2 out of the 10. As you stated the rules here, they get 10 chances to score for their team. And he scores 2 home runs. Got one more, it would have been like Mo Vaughn the other night with the Red Sox, who hit 3 home runs. Up now for the American League, it should be Renault Lucas from the Red Sox. And again, as he'll step up to the plate now, first for the American League. Of course, a pitching machine used here to ensure fair pitches on every player.
Pitching machine is here courtesy of Arlen Shostak.
And here we go for what should be the first pitch as they're adjusting the level, of course, for different players here before they actually start to
left-handed.
He's a left-handed hitter, so of course I had to adjust it there. Oh, and a nice drive here, but on the ground. The second pitch, he's definitely got some good strength to it, but he's just not getting enough air under those pitches. And again, driven up on the second base side. And this one looks like it could be a winner, and it is. He gets the home run signal for the American League. Sends another one up, right in the same position. Very good hitter here. Driving most of the pitches right to the same location between first and second. And that pitch down and low. Again, chops this one up by the second base. Foul and tipped away. Another pitch coming. And that one outside. And another chop up the first base line.
Hey, good job.
And that will do it for the first hitter here for the American League, Renault Lucas, as he scores one for the American League, and right now it's 2-1 in favor of the National League. Coming up next is Gavin Mosley from the Dodgers.
All right, at the end of the first round, it is, like Mike said, it's 2-1 in the National League. This is Gavin Mosley from the Dodgers. And Gavin will try to increase the National League's lead.
Maybe in years past you can talk about how many has anyone ever hit? Do we have a record here as far as that they might be going for out of the 10 that you've seen in the past few
I remember
years?
Josh Miller one year hit either 4 or 5. Now the home run, the cones are 180 feet away. That's a regulation home run in Little League play. Now Gavin will tell Coach Shostak if he likes them higher or lower here, if he wants them slower or faster. Pitching machine is designed to throw the same strike every time.
And maybe you can talk a little bit about some of the pitches. Do they tend to like them a little bit higher with the machine here, or as opposed to, is there any kind of difference from the machine to a normal pitcher?
Little League power hitters usually like the ball up high. That's the third.
It's, as you mentioned, up high, just a little bit around shoulder level. And of course the hitter can he call at different times for an adjustment to the machine?
Well, at any time you feel uncomfortable with the speed or the height, you can just let him know.
And here we get one that's driven up, but only into the infield. And there's a nice one as he sends it back deep.
No, just short. Well, Mo was in perfect shape for that one to see that was not a home run. That's
very, very close, though. It's got to be kind of frustrating. We see that one go here, and it looked almost like it was going to fall for him, but just a little bit short.
I believe that's the 9th one, and that's going to fall just short. This is the last one, I believe, for Gavin, and it's a line drive, but not at all.
Shortstop's head. Okay.
Well, Gavin came up empty with that one, but he had a number of good rides.
Very close, and then the another hit followed closely after that. But the first one looked very impressive as he drove it out there, and as you said, the umpire was just in perfect position to call that, right at his feet practically. And up now we have the American League. It's from the Tigers. It's Dan
Keenan.
Oh yeah. Kiernan.
Dan Kiernan will be up there. He'll be trying to get the American League ahead. They're down 2-1. He leads the Brookline Youth Baseball in home runs with 6.
And he gives the signal okay to Coach Shostak, and he's ready to hit as he's adjusted the pitching machine level, and he drives this one up to the third baseman.
Okay, and there's the second pitch. It's another ground ball.
Wait forward, Daniel. Wait, shifting forward.
He wants to see one more. This one does not count. He signaled to Coach Shostak. There's a long fly ball way back, and it's all tied up now.
That one easily gets the signal there as he drove that one back. And as you mentioned, now it's tied up here.
And there's 2 more quick swings there. And there's another shot, and the American League will take the lead. That's the furthest home run of the day.
As you mentioned, he's the league leader right now with home runs. Fouls that one away, though.
This could be his last one. Lets it go. And he fouls it off. So he gets 2. And at the end of 2 rounds, it is now 3-2 in favor of the American League. Well, like you can do 1 round, and then I'll do the next one. You do 1 round anyway. So this is like your round.
Okay.
You get another one?
It looks like he's going to get one more chance, actually, here. As he took time out to adjust the pitching machine.
Oh, that was a shot, but not a home run. Wait a second.
And he drove, and this one, he ends it on a good note there as he drove that one deep and picks up another run for the American League. Another point, I should say, in this home run hitting contest. So now the American League has jumped out to a 4-2 lead.
3 home runs is definitely impressive.
And as we mentioned, the record, as we can recall in recent years, a good 5. But he did an impressive drives there, and some of the deepest home runs we've seen tonight.
Well, definitely his last 2 home runs were the deepest of the night, and the last one just bettered his previous one. But the man I'm really looking for is Mitchell Polly. He'll be the last batter of the day
For the American League.
This will be Ryan Guilfoyle, and Ryan Guilfoyle can definitely drive the ball a long way himself.
And Ryan's up at bat now from the Pirates.
Representing the Pirates.
As we hear, he's representing the Pirates for the National League. Going to see if he can even up the score. And now he takes a look at the first pitch and adjusts it and says that that's okay, and Coach Shostak will load up the machine. And the first pitch, he flies it up to the first baseman. And this one's a nice strong drive, and it falls short. The umpire calls it down on the ground, just shy of the cones in center field. And the next pitch is driven, again, to fall short this time, just to the left side of center field. And this one driven deep, deep, deep into left field, and that one scores for the National League. A home run for Ryan Guilfoyle. And this one driven deep to the right field side, but not deep enough. He steps into this one, though, in center field, and that's another home run. And quickly things are tied up here for the National League. And again, he sends this one deep and this into deep right field, and he scores again, and now the National League has taken the lead. And on the next pitch, he grounds it out to the shortstop side. And that will do it for Ryan Guilfoyle, as he scored 3 home runs. And now it's 5-4 in favor of the National League. Coming up now should be Keith Warnicki for the American League from the Tigers.
Keith Warnicki from the Detroit Tigers, representing the American League.
I'll tell you one thing about Guilfoyle. Although his shots were not as far in distance as the home run leader Kernan, his alls were like line drives. They weren't the majestic shots, but he had definitely had a lot of power between each of, even the ones that fell short had a lot of power on them. He came very close to actually going for Josh Miller's record.
Exactly, and he had some very good consistency, as you mentioned, a very strong hitter here. And what should be a good offensive show later on in the All-Star game. And now as they adjust the machine here and get ready to get started again, it'll be the American League's chance to catch up and get back into the lead if they can. And Keith Warnicki on his first pitch drives it deep, and he scores one.
I'm off with the home run. He's ready.
There was no signal.
But no signal. And finally the signal was given for that last hit, the first hit. In the meantime here, Keith Warnicki drives another one up right over second base, between the second baseman and shortstop, where the last 2 hits have gone. He watches that one. And a foul away. Keith Warnicki chops that one down the third base line. And the next pitch is ready. And he connects, and he drives it deep into left field. It's close, and he gets the signal from the umpire. And he gets another one for the American League. So 2 home runs for Keith Warnke, and that gets things back here actually with the American League in the lead again.
I think he's got a couple more swings, too. I don't think he's quite done.
That's right, and now the score is 6-5 in favor of the American League, and Keith has a chance here to put his team well in the lead. Here comes another pitch. And he watches that one.
And there's a shot. That's out to right field. That looks like it's going to, falls a little bit short. Keith's going to get one more, and he pops it up to looks like the short and third, and that's going to do it for Keith. A good job by Keith Warnke. Just there.
Well, 3 complete rounds, and that'll bring up Cam Merle for the National League. Now, Cam Merle is, in my opinion, the best pitcher in Brookline Youth Baseball. And we'll see what kind of a hitter he is right now. His team, he finds his team down by a home run. So he'll try to tie it up and then push them ahead.
And of course, the Braves having a good year right now at the All-Star break. They have a standing of 11-3. Dodgers in their division. One of the games that I got to see a few weeks ago, and it was quite a great game. It ended up being quite a pitching duel, as you mentioned. Cam is one of the best pitchers here in the league, and it was quite a pitcher's duel.
He looks set for the contest. There's a ground ball. There's a shot, and it's gone. Cam Merle now 1 for 2. And he swings and misses. The 4th pitch coming up. And he puts another high one out there. That looks like it will be gone, and it is.
Same location.
It is.
We're waiting for the signal from the umpire. It definitely looked like it. Still waiting for the signal from the umpire on that one, but it definitely was a lot further than the first shot that he put out there.
Okay, there's the signal. And there's a pop-up. I think he's got 2 more left. 2 more. There's a ground ball. He's done his job. He's got his team back on top. And that's the last one. But he got 2. And Cam Merle is now giving the National League back on top. And they're up 7-6. And that'll bring up Terrence Rayford.
From the American League of the Orioles, Terrence Rayford. Here we go.
Terrence Rayford probably stands about 5'4", 5'5". Right-handed batter, plays first base for the Orioles. And has pitched a little as well.
And of course, Coach Shostak here at the pitching machine would love to see his own team do very well here in the home run contest.
Good thing about the pitching machine is that Coach Shostak really can't do anything to help or hurt his team. He'll just drop the ball in, and we'll see what Terrence can do with it.
Exactly. But he gets a little coaching instructions as we saw Arlen step out and show him a little bit about where he wants him to hit.
Terrence steps in. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. Here comes the second. He's getting his groove down. The third pitch is a shot out to, it looks like it's going to be just short.
Left field, right near left center.
Well, he's halfway through and he hasn't gotten one yet, but he's given one a definite ride. And a swing and a miss. The swing.
Saw him step back a little bit there to make the adjustment. He stepped back in the box. Took a break on that pitch.
There's a line drive. Gone. Whoa.
Gets in over the cones there. That was a close one, but a nice, strong drive.
This could be his last one, I believe. He's got one more to go. And, oh my goodness, my mistake. He's got 2 left now. That ball didn't quite make it out of the infield. That home run was definitely out of here quickly.
And right now, 7-7 tie, so he has the chance to put his team on top if he can connect here.
There, is it going to be fair or foul? It's fair, and it's a home run.
And he's still got a few left here, so, or at least one.
One left.
One left.
Oh, took a good cut at it, though.
Fouls it away, but puts his team up 8-7.
So at the end of 4 rounds, now it is 8-7.
Now coming up for the Braves for the National League, it's Mike Baker.
From the National League, from the Braves, Mike Baker.
And Mike steps up to the plate here, and as they collect the balls to the pitching machine, he'll get a chance to take a look at the first pitch and adjust the machine as well. Again, as we mentioned, the rules here in the All-Star Home Run Contest, 10 pitches. They have cones set up, and the umpire out in center field will make the call. And right now, the American League with the 8-7 lead as we head into the fifth round, excuse me. And still making adjustments here. As we mentioned, the hitter at any time can step out and call for an adjustment to the speed or height of the pitch.
We're ready to go now for Mike Baker.
So Mike Baker from the Braves, seeing if he can get his team to tie the contest. He drives it down the third baseline, and he does it on the first pitch.
Mike Baker, first one.
8-8. And his third pitch driven down the third baseline, but it looks like it's foul, and it's foul.
Foul ball, doesn't count.
But it had the distance, would have been a home run if he had been able to keep that one in. And he steps in for his next pitch and flies this one down the third base line. And a swing and a miss on that one. And this one chopped down between the third and shortstop out into the outfield, but not a home run. Chopped again down the third base line. 2 more to go. And a swing and a miss, and here comes the last pitch. And Mike Baker waiting for the adjustment on the machine. And Coach Shostak has to find a ball here. So Mike Baker ready for his last pitch, ready to step in. Steps up to the plate. And now he's ready. And he connects on this one, sending it deep, deep, deep out into center field. And it gets the signal. So he picks up 2 home runs.
9-8 in favor of the National League.
And 9-8 for the National League here. And coming up for the American League, it's Brendan O'Connor.
From the Red Sox, we have Brendan O'Connor.
And Brendan with the Red Sox here, stepping up to the plate. Seeing if he can put his team on top. Right now, the Red Sox at the All-Star break have a 5-9 record. Brendan, a good hitter here. He's going to check out the pitch from the machine, and he likes the first one, so he'll set up. And he drives this one down the shortstop. And another rip up the third baseline, but these ones on the ground. Needs to get a little air under it. And a strong rip, but only up to the shortstop. And he calls for an adjustment, having the pitches come down a little bit lower. And this one makes the adjustment, and it's helped him, and he gets it. As you mentioned, some of the pitchers, some of the hitters here, they like him up high, but for Brendan, he wanted it down a little bit lower, and it worked for him as he drove that one out to center field and ties things up here at 9. That pitch was a little low, and he had to dig that one up. Went to shortstop. So a tough call here. I don't know if Brendan's going to ask for a change to the machine or not.
10-9.
And so still tied here at 9. Brendan O'Connor at bat. Flies this one up right to about the pitcher's mound. Just a little beyond. And he called for the adjustment and liked it. And drives this one up by the shortstop again on the ground. And the last one here coming. And he drives this one out into left field. So Brendan O'Connor ties it up at 9. And now it will be the National League's turn.
9-9.
Score 9-9.
All right, here is Mike Fay looking to give the National League a lead.
You got Mike Fay.
Score is 9-9.
Questions available behind the backstop. Hot dog.
Brandon O'Connor tied it up there. And
As you mentioned, looking here at the bottom of the order, we have Mike Fay from the Dodgers, but waiting in the wings, you said, is a very strong hitter here, Mitchell Pauley.
Mitchell Pauley. But this is Mike Fay's show right now. He is the man of the moment. And they look at the adjustments. He wants it a little lower, I think he said. That's what he likes. So here we go. Swing and a miss on the first one.
Pitch was a little high.
And it looks like he's a little out in front, actually. A little out in front. Swinging just a little bit over the ball.
And he steps out to take a little bit of time to think about this one and maybe readjust. He looks to his coach, Mike Merrill, from the Braves here, who is giving him a little bit of advice. And he steps in, is ready to take it on again.
All right, he's almost halfway through. This is the fifth pitch, and at least, all right, he's starting to make contact. Getting the range down. There's a nice shot, but it's a ground ball. In the game, that would definitely be extra bases, but this is home run derby. And another nice stroke. That's 7. He needs 1 to give his team the lead. And that could be it, and it twists foul. 2 more to go. He's got to feel the pressure here. And there's a long fly ball, and it is gone on the very last one. Mike Fay has now given the National League 10-9. Mitchell Pauley coming up. He'll need 1 to tie and 2 to win.
As you mentioned, Mike Fay under a tremendous amount of pressure there, as it was all knotted up at 9, but he drove that last pitch deep into center field and picks up 1 and puts his National League team ahead 10-9.
Now that actually now, because he hit the home run, kind of puts the pressure back on Mitchell Pauley. He has to feel like now he has to hit at least 2. If it was just 1 to win, he could go up there just a free swing in and have just a great old time. But now he needs 2 to win. He needs 1 just to tie. So
We'll see what kind of pitch he calls for here, as he'll take a look at the machine and see if he can make any adjustments. And of course his coach there at the machine, Coach Arlen Shostak, giving him a little bit of advice. As we saw, that paid off for Mike Fay when he took time to speak with his coach, Mike Merrill. And he calls for it to be a little bit lower.
Now Mitchell Pauley is just hitting his pitching groove in the season. Had a little bit of a struggle early in the year, but now has come back and become quite a pitcher for the Dodgers. For the Orioles. And we'll begin. This will be the first pitch. That
Pitch is looking a little bit low.
Yeah, he's
He's a tall player here, and those pitches coming in a little bit low, but
he instantly made the adjustment and moved up in the batter's box. There's a shot. It's going.
Him away in case he calls for any adjustments.
It's gone. And it's all tied up. He's got 7 more. There's a ground ball. Down to 6.
Tremendous pressure that must come on here, and that one.
And this one is definitely going to fall short.
Yes, and as we mentioned, a lot of pressure, and that one driven out deep, and it just looked like it was going to fall short. We both thought it was going to be there a little bit too short, but the umpire, of course, right on top of it. And it's a home run and ties things up. But now the pressure again almost perhaps increases here for Mitchell Pauley, as his team here wants to pick up the victory.
Well, Mitchell Pauley needs 1 home run in the next 5 pitches.
And they're gathering the balls right now so they can keep firing them away in case he calls for any adjustments.
So here he goes. He's not going to swing at anything he doesn't like. There it is! That ball was very near the distance that and he's still got some more pitches. They have one, but we'll just see how many he can get. If he hits
one of the furthest hits we've seen tonight, as you mentioned.
And now he'd need to hit all three of these to tie the record.
Right near Daniel Kiernans of the Tigers, he had hit some.
And there's a shot. So he'll fall short of Josh Miller's record, but he will give his team the victory. Going to see if he can tie Guilfoyle and Kiernan for the lead today. And he'll have one more pitch to do it on. And they won't give him any more. Okay, well, they already won. So there it is. The American League wins by 1. The final score, 11-10. We'll be back with the lineups after this.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
First, introducing the National League All-Stars. First, play for the Braves, Tim Jones.
And here's the National League All-Stars. Come right, hey, here we go.
Name's Tim, 12 from Braves.
Cam Merrill.
Name's Cam Merrill, I'm 12 years old and I'm on the Braves.
Next for the Braves, Mike Baker.
Hi, my name's Mike Baker, I'm 12 and a half and I play for the Braves.
My name's Jed Bischoff, I'm 12 years old and I'm on the Braves.
Elisha.
My name's Harry Hatzliff-Theodotis, I'm 12 years old and I play for the Braves. Hi, my name's Mike Pham, 12 years old and I play for the Dodgers.
Played for the Dodgers.
I'm Jody Franceschi, I'm 11 and I'm in the Dodgers.
John McCougan, I'm 12 and I'm on the Dodgers.
For the Dodgers.
I'm Gavin Mosley, I'm 12 and I'm on the Dodgers.
My name is James Shea, I'm 12 years old and I play for the Dodgers.
James Shea for the Dodgers.
My name's Ryan Guilfoyle, I'm 12 years old and I'm on the Pirates.
Ryan Guilfoyle.
Hi, I'm Patrick Keefe, I'm 12 years old and I play for the Pirates.
Pat Keefe for the Pirates.
Hi, I'm Todd Brem, I'm 12 years old and I'm on the Pirates.
For the Pirates.
Sean O'Malley and I'm 11 and Pirates.
And last but not least, Gabe Berkowitz.
My name's Gabe Berkowitz, I'm 12 years old and I go to Runkle School.
Bob Rutherford from the Braves.
Oh, where's the mic?
Michael Sandell from the Dodgers.
Hi, Mike Merrill, coach of the All-Stars, National League.
All right, we'll be back with the American League right after this.
In a recent worldwide educational test, the United States didn't rank first or second or even third.
Switzerland.
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Scotland. Slovenia.
we didn't.
Spain.
So we came in 14th.
The United States.
And 14th is no place for our kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE, and we'll give you lots of ways to help our kids move forward again.
I'm Aaron Altman, I'm 12 years old, I play for the Tigers.
My name is Dakota Jones, I'm 12 years old and I play for the Orioles. Hi, my name is Daniel Kiernan, I'm 12 years old and I play for the Tigers. I'm Mike Lace, I'm 12 and I play for the Tigers.
Sam Lipschultz.
Hi, my name's Sam Lipschultz, I'm 11 years old and I play for the Tigers.
My name's Jerry Lowe, I'm 12 and I play for the Boston Red Sox.
I'm Rob Lucas, 12 years old and go to Red Sox.
What up, guys?
Hi, I'm Patrick Moore, 12 years old and I play for the Orioles. My name's Max Nadler,
I'm 12 years old and I'm on the Red Sox.
With the Orioles, Mitchell Blue.
My name is Brendan O'Connor. I'm 12 years old and I play for the Red Sox.
Thanks, Brendan.
With the Orioles.
I'm Mitchell Pauley. I'm 12 years old and I play for the Orioles.
My name is Carson. I'm 11 years old and I play for the Orioles.
Hi, my name's Keith Warnke and I play for the Detroit Tigers and I'm 12 years old.
My name's Kevin Willits. I'm 12 years old and I play in the Red Sox.
My name's Eric Williams. I'm 12 years old and I play for the Orioles.
Steve Dubitsky and Jonathan Hamilberg.
Speed Dubitsky, 12 years old, Tigers.
And now let's meet the coaches for the American League.
For the American League,
Hi, Howard Rosenstein, coach of the Tigers.
Great, thanks, Howard.
Rosenstein.
Hi, Bruce Dahlbeck, coach of the Tigers.
And our coach of the Orioles, working with the American League team, Arlen Shostak.
Nice to be here. Thank you, coach of the Orioles. And I'd like to say hello to Pups who couldn't make it today. Hey, Pups.
And we'll be back with action from the game here after this.
Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave, and so I rise.
And welcome to Cypress Field for the All-Star game here in Brookline Youth Baseball. And our first pitch here as the batter Tim Jones dives out of the way. And I guess it grazed him here as he travels down the first base line to first base, hit by the pitch.
Coming up to the plate, we have Cam Merrill.
And now coming up is Cam Merrill for the Braves, number 5, as he's digging in. In this first inning here on the mound. Here comes the pitch, and it's down low. There's a runner on first, Tim Jones. As you mentioned, Cam Merrill, a very good pitcher, but did very well also in the home run contest here before the game. Takes a strike, and the runner's taking the lead here on first. And the pitch is ready to come down. It's a little high, and he swings at it, and the runner's going for second. Here comes the throw. It's high and over the third base, over the shortstop's head. Second baseman recovers.
Well, that was a great backup there by the second baseman on the steal. And that's Little League Baseball right there at its best.
And that's great coaching, as you can tell. A lot of times that's a time when a runner would actually get to go for third base. But because the second baseman was there, and a foul tip away, and the runner goes to third after touching up. So quickly here, the National Leagues have a runner in scoring position, as up to bat now. Comes for the Pirates is Guilfoy, Brian Guilfoy.
What'd you do with that list?
And the pitch gets behind the catcher, and he's called safe as he runs into home. So the National League off to a quick 1-0 lead. As Tim Jones walked, it was actually hit by the pitch, so he walked to first, stole second, then stole third, and ends up stealing home. Now to bat right now, Ryan Guilfoy for the Pirates. And he fouls this one back. 1-1's the count. O'Connor or Merrill?
Brian O'Connor.
And Brian O'Connor pitching for the Red Sox here and the American League. Throws this one down a little bit. And Ryan Guilfoy ready to hit away here. And that pitch high. And the count here, 3-1. And the pitch here. Flies over us.
Foul ball.
And a foul ball. Thought that one was coming down a little lower than it was. Knocked the mic right off the stand.
Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys. Way to go, guys.
And there's a called strike right there. Strike 3. And puts that one down for the American League. Coming up now is Mike Fay, the catcher for the Dodgers.
Well, after a little bit of wildness, it looks like O'Connor has found a groove, striking out the last 2 batters.
That's right, and now he's ready to pitch here again. And the bases are clear. No runners on, 1 run scored here by the National League in the first.
We have 2 outs.
And he digs in here, ready for the next pitch.
To the batter.
And a count of 2-0 here on Mike Fay.
Mike Fay was in a little bit of excitement in the home run hitting contest. He hit the home run in the top of the 5th round to give the National League a lead.
But then the American League came back and scored 2 and ended up winning it by 1. So here we come as Mike Fay digs in here, trying to keep the National League alive and see if they can put some more points on the board here. And he gets on first. And that's how things got started here in the first inning, as Tim Jones was walked, and then he stole second, proceeded to steal third, and then finally stole home.
Well, now the responsibility falls on the shoulders of Nadler to make sure no pass balls get by so that they cannot be in advance.
Oh, and Mike Baker drives this one deep, but the center fielder is right underneath it to catch it, and that will end
at the end of the
first half of the inning. The National League is up 1-0, and coming up we'll have the American League at bat.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid, but this year some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you.
And welcome back to Cypress Field here. The National League with a 1-0 lead here in the first, and batting out now for the American League at their first try is Max Nadler. He's the catcher from the Red Sox. And on the mound right now for the National League is Cam Merrill as he throws his first pitch, and it's strike 1. And Max digging in for the Red Sox here in the American League, and he drives this one up the first base side, but fielded well, and an easy out. And that's Mike Jones making the play there. Tim Jones, excuse me, at first base, making the play and getting the out. Up now for the American League is Brendan O'Connor, the pitcher. As he steps up to face Merrill. And that first pitch is a nice one and it's called strike 1. 1 down here in the first inning for the American League. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. And quickly Cam Merrill jumps out to a good lead here. And as we mentioned, Cam Merrill, a very good pitcher here in the league. And he's showing it tonight, as he's ahead on the count, 1-2 here with 1 out. And this one fouled off and away, and we didn't duck under the table this time. And no knocking microphones off. I've toughened up, I guess, sitting next to you after a while that happens. So,
well, I have that effect on guys.
So Brendan O'Connor hanging tough here at 1-2 is the count, and he fouls this one off right over our heads into the stands. Ooh. Tim Jones making a effort to go into the stands to catch it, but caught by one of the fans first.
That was definitely a big hustle play there by Jones.
And of course he made the first play here for the outfielding, a nice strong hit up the first baseline. And the coach is out here talking with the umpire.
Well, apparently what he's saying is, could Tim Jones have caught that ball had the fan not caught it himself? And if the umpire rules that he could have caught it, it would have been in fair play. Then not fair play. If it would have been in legal play, in bounds play, then they could call the batter out.
That's right. And right now they were talking with the first base umpire, but it looks like they're going to let things stand as called, and it will be a foul ball. And Brendan O'Connor will remain at bat. So a tough little duel here in the first inning between Cam Merrill and Brendan O'Connor. A pitcher's duel, if you will. Cam Merrill wins this one with a strike 3. Kind of a fastball down the middle. 2 outs here for the American League.
Daniel Kernan.
So Daniel Kernan comes up to bat from the Tigers, representing the American League, hoping to get something going from them here in the first inning as they're down 1-0. They'd sure like to put something on the board here quickly. And the ball gets away from the catcher, but with no runners on, not a problem for the National League.
Daniel, you're at second. Mitchell, you're at short.
So Daniel digging in here. And a strong swing, but that's a strike, so a count of 1-1. And the coach is telling the batter to stay away from the high pitches. And the batter listens on that one. They look to first base to see if he broke his wrist, but he did not. So it's 2-1.
Okay, guys, if there's any questions, it's all right here, okay?
And there, foul tip and caught. So 2-2. And again, Daniel trying to get something going here for the American League with 2 outs in the first inning. Down 1-0. That pitch there a little too high, so it's a full count. And Cam Merrill here facing a tough batter. And a fast strike pitch called strike 3. And that will do things here for the American League in the first inning. So the National League with a 1-0 lead after 1. We'll be back after this.
2 o'clock. Okay.
Your employees who serve in the National Guard and Reserve may seem different. They may work a little harder, be more confident, more willing to make the extra effort to get the job done right. So when your employees need time off to serve, remember, it's not just good for our country, it's good for your business.
Glad you could all make it.
The second inning, and the American League is down 1-0. And here comes the National League. They'll be leading off with Weiskopf. And the first pitch is high. Joining us in the booth here is Alex Joe D. Maggio. Alex, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Now, Alex is an all-star, but Alex is unable to play in today's game. Alex, how'd you feel after that first inning?
Well, I thought they were kind of lucky getting that run, but it was pretty good.
Of the Braves, leading off.
Okay, so Weiskopf.
As we mentioned, Jed playing for that Braves team, which has a great record this year, 11-2.
Lays down a bunt and a little confusion on the play to first who was going to field it, and Weiskopf finds himself on second base. We'll give him a bunt single, infield single on that. He'll go to second on the error.
As we have seen early here in the first inning, the National League doing a good job of running the bases. That's how they got their first run, by stealing second, third, and then eventually home. And something I've seen in the earlier games with the Braves this year, they're good base runners. Another bunt here.
All right, he's up now is Mosley. He squared the bunt, the pass ball.
And we have a runner who stole third.
And the runner goes to third on the pass ball. So they have a runner just 60 feet away.
And up at bat right now, it's Gavin Mosley from the Dodgers.
And he hits a shot down into the gap. Wait!
Gavin Mosley.
And we'll see what the call is. And it's a ground rule double. He gets the RBI, driving in wide. And Mosley stands in there with a double, and there's nobody down. Alex, American League looks like they're a little struggling right now.
Yeah, mistakes can really cost you, especially in that play at first.
How's your team doing so far this year, Alex?
We're 9-5.
What's been the, there's a swing and a miss. Mr. Keith is up there, the third baseman. Keith. The pitch. Pitcher is O'Connor on the mound. Here comes the open delivery. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. The steal, and there's no throw down.
National League doing a good job of running the bases here, as we mentioned. Now they have another runner in scoring position with the batter up.
60 feet away, and there's a pitch, a swing and a miss. It looked a little high.
Now, Alex, your team actually this year was one of the few teams that has actually been able to beat the Braves in that division. I saw that game. You've actually beaten them twice. That must be quite an 3 times now. Must be quite an inspiration for your team.
Oh yeah, being the only team beating the Braves feels pretty good.
Another catch by a fan.
All right, there's a foul ball.
You got a couple of fans up there trying to make the team today, making a few catches up there.
Okay, so how do you work this?
Brandon O'Connor looking to get the first out of the inning. Already down 2-0. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out.
One down.
Now that'll bring up D. Franceschi. And he's the right fielder.
Coming to bat.
He stands in there.
D. Francesca of the Dodgers.
Who's this?
D. Franceschi. Key.
All right. So
There's the first pitch to D. Franceschi. It's on the outside corner for strike one. And what do you know about D. Franceschi?
Well, he's a pretty solid hitter when it comes to swinging level. I've seen him hit a few.
Well, you're right. There's a nice level swing, but he swung through the ball. And that'll be strike two.
Mosley over here.
So Connor trying to work his way out of a jam. Oh, the big curveball on the front knee. And D. Franceschi upset by the call, but it's strike three.
That brings up Timmy Jones.
And Jones will be up. The first baseman, Tim Jones from the Braves. Tim Jones scored the first run of the game.
And Tim Jones would like to capitalize here. Of course, they have a runner on third base, and they don't want to leave him there as they head out of this inning.
There's a ground ball to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, flips it over to first, and Nadler works out of a tough jam. He got the first two people got on. First one scored, but he strands the next runner at third base, and at the end of 1.5, it's 2-0 in favor of the National League. We'll be back after this message.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never, ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Now you have up now, Alex, you have Mitchell Pauly, Timmy Jones, and Warnke. Tell me, what did I say? Oh, my bad. Cody Jones and Warnke. So tell me, what do you expect out of this part of the lineup?
Wow, that's a lot of real strong hitters. I expect some drives, unless it's a disappointment, but I don't think so.
All right, so this is the power part of the American League lineup, looking to get back those 2 runs they've lost. Ooh, nice little...
He's a good pitcher here, and he's hanging tough and pitching a good game so far. He hasn't let up any runs.
Well, he's got the perfect game intact through 1. And there's a strike. It's a full count on Mitchell Pauly. Mitchell Pauly grew about 2 feet over the summer compared to last year. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he called a strike. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Cam Neely. No, just kidding. For Cam Merle. And that'll bring up the coaster. The Cody Meyer. The Coda Rooney. Cody Jones. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Over to first. And he's safe. He drew him off the bag. It was a tough play. Cody Jones got lots of speed. Cody Jones' speed made him kind of rush that throw. We'll give an infield single on that.
They're a little bit high there, and that cost them there. It could have been an easy out, but a little bit of a high throw.
Well, no out's easy with Cody Jones at the plate and him running down the baseline, but they did the best they could, and there's high ball one. Up.
This is a chance for the American League now. They have a runner on base, and they'd really like to score one here.
We'll see if they're as aggressive running as the National League was. Warnke is the hitter. Good little play there by the catcher, Mr. Fay. There's the pitch, and it's high, and that's 3-0. And it looks like Cam Merle may be just a little bit off his game right now. Hit may have upset his rhythm. Inside, ball four, he'll take his base. And Cody Jones runs down to second. Looks like he's going to go to third, but he stays there. It'll bring up Big Rayford. Right fielder. What do you know about Rayford? We didn't get a touch on base on him.
Well, if he connects, he hits it far.
All right, so we're looking for Rayford to give this one a little ride.
The American League stars over here watching us.
So they have runners at first and second. And the first pitch is a ball.
Rayford hit 2 home runs earlier in the home run derby here, and so we know he can put the distance on there, and he could quickly put the American League in the lead.
There's the fly ball. That's an infield fly. Infield fly is called. Batter is out. 2 down.
2 runners remain on, though, in the American League here, hoping to put something together as they're down 2-0 in the second inning.
Mike Lace. Oh, Lace.
Right now, Mike Lace up at bat.
And here comes Mike Lace. He has a runner in scoring position and a runner at first. Needs the single to drive the run in. There's 2 away.
2 outs.
They're down 2-0. Merle looking to keep the lead at 2-0.
1-0 the count right now.
Cody Jones at second base. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Outside corner, strike one. It evens the count at 1 apiece. And the pitch to Lace. That's high.
A high heater.
2-1 to count. Merle sets and delivers. And the steal down to third, and Cody is safe.
And there's kind of the answer to the question we had talked about, if the American League would be as aggressive on the base running, and right there they answer up by putting their own runner into scoring position on third.
Well, he moves him up. Runners at first and second. We'll see if the runner on first now goes. And he doesn't. That'll make the count full. Full count to Lace. And 2 away. Runners will be going on the crack of the bat. And he calls it outside, ball 4, and the bases will be loaded for Williams. Eric Williams, another Oriole.
Who's up, guys? Who's up?
Eric Williams from the Orioles comes up with the bases loaded.
And the coach is going to take some time to talk to him here to make sure that they have take full advantage of the situation with the bases loaded, down 2-0 here in the second. They definitely want to take advantage, so the coach is taking the time to talk to him. And of course, Merrill out there now talking to Cam and trying to make sure that his team does not let up any runs and protects that 2-0 lead.
Well, Papa Merrill trying to settle down Cam. He's walked 2 in the inning and gave up an infield single. So no one's really hit Cam Merrill, but yet the American League has the bases loaded. And you know Cody Jones on a pass ball will be streaking to home plate. He fakes the square to bunt, outside corner, strike one. Cam Merle getting ahead on the count, very, very important. And the 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, foul tipped. Well, he got 2 quick strikes on him.
And Alex, right now, your team here in quite a position here. They have 3 people on, and Williams at bat. It's kind of a tough position for Williams, of course. A lot of pressure right now.
Yeah, it's a really critical time to get some RBIs.
And here's the 0-2 delivery. Low. Very excellent eye by Eric Williams on that one. That was very close, but he saw that it was going to be a ball, and he was right. And there's a ground ball back to the pitcher, flips it over to third for the force, and Cam Merle has worked himself out of a bases-loaded jam. And the score now is still 2-0. We'll be back after this message.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Larry, you know, this simple exercise can help you stay healthy, which keeps medical costs down.
But you gotta do it every day, Vince. Or you'll get out of shape fast.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
And welcome back to Cypress Field here for the All-Star game, and there's a pitching change on the mound. Sam Lipschutz for the American League, and up at bat it's Cam Merrill, the pitcher for the Braves. And right now it's a 2-0 lead for the National League, seeing if they can add some more. And Alex, you've been calling the game with us here, and we want to thank you for joining us and spending some time with us. And we hope your team does well, as right now they're down 2-0, but you have some strong hitters on your team, as we saw there, and you won the home run derby. So hopefully things can turn around for you.
I hope so.
All right, thanks again for stopping by and joining us. And 2-0 here, and Cam Merrill up at bat, digging in for the National League, trying to score a few more runs. And a strike called there, and 3-1.
National League gets a first base coach is a little...
So Sam Lipschutz there delivers another strike. That's a full count.
Here we go, guys. Be ready. Every pitch.
And joining us now in the booth is Z Dubutsky. Z, come on up here. Sweet, I'm sorry. Sweet, another player who is unable to play today. And how's your team doing out there today?
Well, I feel the American League's got a shot at this if we get our bats going. I mean, we've always been like that. We're gonna win our games when we get hits, and they're up there waiting for walks, and it's not how we're gonna win this one.
And up at bat right now, it's Gilfoy from the Pirates, as he's ready to face the new pitcher and talk about that strategy. Oh, and a pass ball here. The runner ends up holding it first. Cam Merrill thought about going, but did not. Talk about the pitching strategy right now. We have Sam Lipschutz in there. What's with the change there? He's a very good pitcher.
Yeah, Sam's on my team throughout the course of the season. He's very consistent. Gets one runner on, and then he'll just mow him down.
And that might be able to help quiet the bats here, though. A lot of that.
A lot of control, so they're not going to be stealing on him.
And that's going to be good too. Of course, pass balls help the runners here for the National League score some of their runs earlier. Foul tipped away by the catcher. So here in the third inning, and we have it 2-0. National League at bat, trying to add to that lead. Let's see, now the Pirates' season is at 3-10 at the All-Star break. As they drive up past the shortstop, and runners move around to second, and he's thinking about going to third. Now he's going to get caught in a rundown situation. Cam Merrill makes it to third. He's safe. So the rundown there maybe caught your team a little bit by surprise. As Cam Merrill, they thought Cam Merrill was even surprised by it. He was running for third. He started to come back, and it looked like it could have been a double play. And now up at bat is Fay for the Dodgers. Mike Fay is the catcher.
Leads the league in home runs.
And a very strong hitter here. As you mentioned, leading the league in home runs.
He's going to do some damage right here.
But we see Sam there didn't shy away. He's a strong hitter, but threw a very fast, hard strike there. Sam likes to challenge those kind of hitters?
Yeah.
Runners.
Afraid to throw outside and inside.
And he gets them with 2 strikes there right now. Count of 0-2. Runners on second and third. Right now, this is a tough situation for your team. There's runners in scoring position. They're going to have to play some good defense here.
Yeah, I think a strikeout here is a must.
And a big drive out to center field. And it's a home run, a 3-run homer. And Mike Fay, the catcher for the Dodgers, picks up 2 RBIs there, and a very strong hit. As you said, he's the league leader in home runs and showing why in this all-star game. So a quick 5-0 lead for the National League here in the third, so a very strong inning. Now, how does that affect the pitcher out there right now? Obviously, you know, that's a
He's obviously
bit of a
upset,
shot.
but continue to throw hard and
As you mentioned, he's a good, consistent pitcher. Strong drive up there as they throw out at first. Good running there by Mike Baker from the Braves as he drove that one and did a strong run. But Kiernan threw him out. The nice throw. Up at bat right now, it's Jed Weishoff from the Braves, the center fielder. Talk about Jed a little bit. What kind of hitter can we expect him to be?
He's definitely just contact hitter. He won't drive the ball, but he'll double a lot and he'll use his speed on the base paths. He's mainly a catcher, but I guess they'll play him anywhere here. Good defensive catcher.
So Jed today playing center field. And a good eye there as the ball gets past the catcher. But a 5-0 lead right now for the National League, and a strong third inning here with a 3-run homer has made the difference this inning. Swing and a miss there by Jed. Now after that home run, does it take the pressure off a little bit now with no one on base for the pitcher?
I think so. It seems like he's throwing a little harder. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Gavin bunt with 2 outs. Gavin's got amazing speed.
So now after that, Jed takes a seat, and it's Gavin Mosley, another strong hitter though from the Dodgers.
Once he's on base, you can expect him to steal second and third before he's thrown 3 pitches.
So definitely a good base runner here in the game. Oh, and a strong drive up the gap over second base, out to the center fielder. And as you mentioned, that gets Gavin Mosley on first, and you said once he's out there, he can be very dangerous.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he steals right here.
Yeah.
And so coming up now will be Pat Keefe from the Pirates playing third base. And another drive up to the shortstop. It could be a double play here. Oh, but 2 outs. They only need to go for 1. And the American League gets out of a tough inning here after letting up 3. It's 5-0 National League. We'll be back after this.
They're still around, and these diseases could be life-threatening if you don't protect your baby from them. Full protection takes around 5 visits for shots, starting by 2 months and ending by age 2. Ask if your baby is up to date on every visit to your doctor. Or if you don't have a doctor, call 1-800-232-2522 to find out where to get your baby shots. When it comes to immunization, your baby's counting on you.
And welcome back here to Cypress Field for the All-Star Game. And up right now we have Jerry Lowe for the American League. And he fouls that one away. As you mentioned, you had said that he's a switch hitter.
Yeah, Jerry's a switch hitter, and he's also extremely fast on the base paths.
So he would be a good one to get on here for the American League, but he's batting righty right now. And it's a 1-1 count here. And on the mound now for the National League, it's Jed Weishoff from the Braves. And delivers a strike there, and a 2-2 count. Now describe the order. We're at the top of the order for the American League. Is this a pretty strong portion of the batting? Oh, and he rips it up past second base into the right field.
I think it's a pretty strong part of the order.
Jerry Lowe with a strong single up past second base, and up now is Max Nadler. As you mentioned, you said this is a very strong part of the order after Max.
Yeah, Dan can definitely do some damage. He's got 6 home runs in regular season.
And on the pass ball, hold on one second here. Our runner gets to second, but holds there. Okay. So Jerry Lowe there moves over to second. Max Natter at bat. And showed a bunt there, but that was a very high pitch, and so he pulled that back in time.
I feel that Jerry's hit was really important because a bunt wouldn't have gotten things going, but now the bench is really into this game, and I'm feeling they're going to do some damage in this inning.
And a called strike there as Jed Weishoff, the new pitcher for the National League, coming in. And he gets a good eye, and he gets on base. And as you mentioned now, strong part of the American League lineup. And up now is Daniel Kiernan, the shortstop from the Tigers. And he's the leader home run for the American League, is that right?
That's correct. He bats 3 on the Tigers in the 3 spot. He's always a threat. He also has speed. On the 50 and 5'8".
So a very good athlete all around here, and he could do some damage here. And the American League needs it right now as they're down 5-0 at the bottom of the 3rd. We have Jerry Lowe and Max Nader on base. And Daniel Kiernan up at bat as he fouled one away. And a called strike there. So it's 0-2. So a good hitter here, but a tough count on him right now. And Jed Weishoff pitches down there, and it hits to third base, bobbles the ball. Oh, and with speed, the runner tries to get there, but is called out. Some good speed there, because even though they bobbled the ball, he was well ahead of the runner, but he made it very close.
Yeah.
So up now is Ronald Lucas, the first baseman. And talk a little bit about Lucas's hitting abilities.
Ronald generally will bring the ball to right. He's always a threat, especially with runners on base. Had a grand slam a couple nights ago.
And he pops this one up towards third base, right on the line, and the third baseman hauls it down. So 2 quick outs here for the American League with 2 runners on base. And up now is the pitcher Sam Lufschutz as he comes up from the Tigers. And Sam's ready to dig in here with 2 runners on, hoping to put something together for the American League. What about Sam here as the pitcher now? How's his hitting?
I feel this is going to be a tough one for Sam. He's generally a leadoff hitter. Works the guy a little. I have a feeling he's going to ground out.
We'll see if we can put something together here as it's an 0-2 count. So Jed Weishoff, the pitcher for the National League, getting off to a strong start here at the bottom of the 3rd. And he stays alive by fouling that one off. Sam looking to the coaches for advice here on a 0-2 count. And it's hit him, and he gets to go to first then and loads the bases. Blowing out the bases, and now coming up is Kevin Wiltz, third baseman. And what about Kevin here with bases loaded? A pressure situation, down 5-0.
I don't really know much about Kevin, but I've only seen him hit twice, but he can really drive the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if the American League gets on the board here.
Now, Kevin's brother Mike Willits was part of the championship Orioles team just a couple years back.
And right now he'd like to get involved here and put one out deep with 3 runners on. That could quickly get the American League back in with 4 runs. But a swing there and a strike. So Jed Weishoff, even though he has 3 runners on, having a good putting up batters when it matters right now. 2-2 count.
Way to go, Kevin. Way to go. Head right on it. Eye on the ball, Kevin. Here we go.
And here comes the pitch now. Making it a full count. That one outside and low. So a full count here as it comes down to 2 out, full count, and 3 men on base. And it's a ball, and the American League gets on the board here with a walk.
Karen's coming out.
Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd. 5-1 now. And coming up next will be Terrence Rayford. Now talk about Terrence, strong hitter here from the Orioles.
Oh, definitely. Terrence can really drive the ball. He's only 11.
And we saw Terrence a little bit earlier in the baseball home run hitting contest earlier before the game, and he hit 2 out of here during that competition as the American League went on to win that 10-9, and or 11-10, excuse me, by 1. And he flied out before.
Last at bat, he popped it out to second base, but had a pretty good at bat. Much different pitcher now instead of Cam Merle. So we'll see what he can do against him.
And as we said, Jed Weishoff was having a good game here, but let up a critical run here.
Nice play over there.
My bad. And we'll see what he can do here as he looks at that one, and it's a strike. Bringing the count to 0-2. A little bit of pressure here, obviously, as bases loaded. And fouls away, stays alive. Terrence tend to hit right, left field, or?
He usually brings the ball to left, but I have a feeling he's going to do some damage here.
And he puts a strong one up the gap. The second baseman gets his hand on it, and they call him out there at second.
If he slid, I think that would have been closer.
That could have been the difference. Very close, but called out at second, and that puts an end here. But the American League gets on the board, so 5-1, and up next, the National League.
The music was loud and we was laughing and joking around. And 3 shots fired. He was killed. It really hurt. Why did this have to happen?
Unfortunately, Alicia's story is all too common. Children with their childhood taken from them. Fear of violence is robbing our children of their future. We must take away that fear and give them hope. We must give Alicia and all our children back their childhood. Working together, we can.
Do something now. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT.
All right, welcome back. The score is 5-1 in favor of the National League. Pitching is still Lipschult.
And the batter right now is Sean O'Malley for the Pirates. Sean's looking to pad onto the early lead. As we see Sammy going through his motion, and that looks like it's going to be high, ball 1. To Sean O'Malley. Sean's a righty hitter. As he digs his feet in, gets ready for the pitch. Sammy in his windup. And the pitch, a little bit low. So we have a 2-0 count on Sean O'Malley. And Sean steps back into the box, getting ready for the next pitch.
O'Malley's listed in for Keefe. It's D. Franceschi's at bat. It should be Hats. Keefe made the last out of last inning. Yeah, it's okay. It's an all-star game. Well, with stuff, we've been joined by Shvi, Itty Litty B. No, one of my best friends in the whole world, right here. Thank you for joining us. Your team is down by a couple runs right now, but how do you see the game turning out?
I think we're going to win.
Well, there he is. He's loyal to his team. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope your team does come back. Good luck in the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye. Well, he swung and struck out, and there's 1 out, and now his Hats, the big left-hander.
So you're on the ball here tonight, catching a little bit of out-of-order batting, but as you said, it's an all-star game, so they continue on.
In the championship game, there'd be like a mad argument right now out there on the field, but it's only an all-star game. It's for fun. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. And there he pops it up behind the plate, ranging over. Oh, that was a tough play, and he just couldn't hold on. Mr. Nadler.
Mike's coming up here as the sun's heading down, so as we know, this game goes to 9, unlike the usual 6 innings. So heading into evening here, 5-1 right now, National League with the lead.
All right, the Hats man gets back in there. The Harry's in there, swinging away. What's the count? Counts 2-1. And the delivery, and that's a ball. 2-2. My bad, the count was 1-2, and now it's 2-2. Sammy winds and delivers. That's high, and he makes it a full count. So Lipshaw needs to bear down here. This is the first, and he walks him. This was the first inning, though, that the National League didn't get the first batter on.
1 out.
And that'll bring up Shea for the Dodgers.
Let Max know that he's going.
And Shea is left-handed as well. So back-to-back left-handers here for the National League. And we'll see what kind of problems that presents, if any, for Lipschultz. Swing and a miss. So Lipschultz jumps out on top against Shea. And Shea stands back into the batter's box. Lipschultz looks in. And the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
So a lot of changes at this portion in the lineup here, as you mentioned, a few substitutes. Shea in for Jones, and before that we had Hats coming in for DeFranceschi, and before that.
There's a ground ball to the second baseman. It eats him up, and he can't make a play, but he knocks it down enough, and the runners only advance 1 base.
Too hot to handle.
It was kind of a shot there. Willits tried his best. Kept it from going into the outfield, which is key. If you can't make a clean play, at least make sure you knock the ball down.
That's right. And that could be the key, as you said right now, as the National League getting a little bit of a rally here. And right now the American League really needs to hold them down. Down 5-1.
Berkowitz tries to bunt, and there goes Hats to steal, and they get him at third.
That aggressive base running that we talked about, which paid off so well earlier in the game, now helping out the American League team as they nail them at third base.
Moving up on the play, a heads-up play, is Shea. He's moved down to second base now. The backside of the double steal. But they cut down the lead runner. Oh, that's very important. And if you didn't hear, this is Berkowitz now up. There's the pitch. Strike, I think. And that's the second strike. 0-2 is the count. There's 2 outs. Lipschultz trying to shut down the powerful National League batting machine. And
this year he's done a good job.
And he got him on the inside corner. Strike 3.
How many outs, Max?
That's done a good job.
And that's 3 outs. And that's 3 outs. And at the end of 3.5, at the end of 3.5, it is 5-2, 5-1 in favor of the National League. We'll be back after this.
It may not look like it, but you're watching the future of the Earth pass by, because many of these products are made from materials you've been recycling. But to keep recycling working, you need to buy products that say, made from recycled materials. For all all those next in line. It would mean the world to them.
All right, we're back. The score 5-1 in favor of the National League, but here's the American League's chance to catch up. Leading off will be Mike Lace. Mike Lace playing center field, and he takes the first 2 pitches for balls.
That's good, right, Mike? Nice level swing, Mike. You got it, kid. Right now.
And he stands in there. And he takes. It's 3-1 now. Standing into the batter box, he awaits the pitch. On the corner, and that's strike 2.
Come on, Mike!
Mike being cautious. And here's the pitch, and that's low. Oh, they call it a strike. I can't believe it. It was low from this vantage point. And so, the big pitcher, Mr. Weiskopf, comes back from a 3-0 count to come back and haunt Mr. Lace and strikes him out. This will bring up Cody Jones. Dakota right now is tucking in his shirt before he gets up to the plate, obeying the league official rules. And there's the pitch, and it's a strike. Up after Dakota will be Jerry Lowe. And the 0-1 delivery in the dirt. 1-1's the count. Weiskopf rocks and delivers. It's high, ball 2. And there's the delivery. Swung on and missed. The count evens up at 2-2. It's an all-Pirate infield right now, with the exception of the first baseman. There's the pitch. It's low again, and the count is now full. Weiskopf struck out Lace on a full count. And here's the pitch, and it's high, ball 4. Dakota will take his base. That'll bring up big Jerry Lowe, number 13. Jerry Lowe can pitch a little himself. Right now, though, he's in left field. After him will be Max Nadler, the catcher. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Took a nice little cut there. Weiskopf jumps out in front, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. It's high, ball 1. Dakota takes a small lead off of first base.
Come on, Jerry, give it a right.
Weiskopf is working at a very fast pace. Swing and a miss, gets away. And Dakota stays on first. So 1-2 is the count now. And there's one down. There's the pitch. It's low. That's the same pitch he called for strike 3 on Lace. But it's low on Jerry Lowe. Here comes the pitch. Fouls it away.
Spoil it, Jerry.
Jerry Lowe. Now, you guys at home, you get a very good vantage point here to see which pitches are high and which pitches are low. And that's inside. Dakota stealing. They got him. And that pitch was a ball.
2 outs so far.
And that makes the count full.
Talked about it earlier, the American League trying to get aggressive on the base running, and this time it cost them.
There's a ground ball fielded by the pitcher, flips it over to first, and he's out of the inning. And at the end of 4 complete, it is 5 for the National League, 1 for the American League. We'll be back right after this.
If you can boil water, you can cook a meal for someone who can't. Your local volunteer center can show you how easy it is.
And welcome back to Cypress Field. Mike Murphy with Richard Rodriguez here at the All-Star game, and a little bit of a pitching change here. And as up at bat right now is Ryan Gilfroy, pitching now for the Orioles.
Big Mitchell Pauly.
Ryan Gilfoy.
And Mitchell Pauly there delivers a strike on his first pitch.
Kevin!
Ryan Gilfroy wanting to dig in here. His team up 5-1. And that pitch a little low, evens up the count at 1-1.
Mitchell Pauly struck out 14 batters in one game.
And he throws that one past the catcher a little bit. And the count now 2-1. So Mitchell, obviously a good pitcher for the Orioles on the team here, trying to shut down the National League.
They gave him a little help on that one. That was a little bit high, but Gilfoy went for it. And you just... Mitchell Pauly sometimes just has to bend his back a little more and follow through, and he'll do just fine.
And here he goes with the delivery. He got down on that one a little bit, and they called a full count. The batter there thought he had a walk, started to head down towards first base, but the ump showed him a full count. And Mitchell Pauly on the mound now, trying to end it with a strikeout.
Got him. Oh.
And a drive, and it just falls in fair down the line. It's a home run. So on the full count pitch, Gilfroy comes and nails a home run. What almost looked like it would go foul, but it just curled in just beyond the cone. And it's a 6-1 lead for the National League.
I mean, it was a good call. The ball landed about a foot beyond the cone, and even from this vantage point, you could tell it was a home run. It didn't go over the cone as far as height-wise, so if there'd been any kind of fence, it wouldn't have been a home run, but any ball in the air over the cones is a home run.
And now coming up is Mike Fay.
The Dodgers, Mike Fay.
Fay up at bat here, Mitchell Pauly on the mound. After letting up that home run, throws one high, but fouled away. Mitchell Pauly in the windup. Delivers that one as it's fouled down the third base line. And an 0-2 count now. Mitchell Pauly throws that ball past the catcher. 2-1. And another ball there, making it 3-1. Yeah. So Mitchell Pauly on the mound here for the first time this inning. Delivers a pitch around the middle, but it's a strong drive out to center field, and it's going to be a ground rule double.
Just missing home run territory for Mike Fay.
Now, that was definitely a shot there by Fay, and I almost got a question whether that was a home run or not. Very difficult to call from the infield position, and with the score being what it is, the umpire chose to call that a double.
Okay, we have right now another Dodger at the plate. This is John McGugan. McGugan, a heavy hitter for the Dodgers during the regular season. Also a pitcher. Takes ball one. And that looks like it's ball two by Mitchell Pauly. Right there is Cody Jones behind the plate. Cody's the catcher for the Orioles during the regular season. And that's ball three. So we have a 3-0 count to McGugan, and we have Fay at first base. And here comes a pitch, and he takes a strike. So we now have a 3-1 count. Looks like Cody there is positioning some of the players in the infield. McGugan's ready. Here comes a pitch, And that looks like it's strike 2. So we got a full count right now to McGugan. Right now coming the money pitch. And it's taken for ball 4. That's ball 4 right there.
Coming on the first base. 2 men on. And up now is Jed Weishoff.
Jed Bischoff of the Braves. Now batting.
And Jed puts down a bunt, but it goes foul up into the backstop. The runners were going on that, but they come back.
Jetty V.
Digging in here against Mitchell Pauly. And Mitchell delivers a fastball there for a 1-1 count. Mitchell Pauly in a tough inning here with 2 men on, 1 home run already let up. Throws that one high, and the runners are going, and they'll easily get to second and third. So a double steal.
Now Fay on third.
So the 2 Dodger runners on base. And Jed Bischoff up at bat for the Braves and the National League with a 6-1 lead. So a 3-1 count here on Jed Bischoff. A tough situation for Mitchell Pauly, the pitcher, and it's a pass ball. And here comes the, and the throw from the catcher just a bit outside the ball. Still running around as a second runner comes in. And the Dodgers, the 2 Dodger runners both score. And Bischoff ends up at second base on that one.
Score 8-1 in favor of the National League.
And the umpire calling time now to dust off the plate after 2 runners for the National League score, making it 8-1 here in the 5th inning.
Now batting for the National League.
So with no outs, 8-1, a strong inning here for the National League. And up at bat right now.
Brem batting for the National League.
So that should be Brem. Todd Brem from the Pirates digging in here against Mitchell Pauly of the Orioles. Pitching here, and it's become a tough inning. 3 runs have scored so far, no outs. And a high fastball gets him to swing.
Well, Mitchell Pauly is definitely pitching against some of the best hitters in the National League, even some of the better hitters here on the All-Star team. And so the fact that the first 2 got hits off of him isn't really that surprising. These are definitely the best hitters at all in the whole league, probably, that he's facing this inning. And Guilfoyle, Fay, and McDougan.
For the first out of the inning. You guys being up now.
O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Come on, Keith.
So now Sean O'Malley of the Pirates coming out to bat. So after the strikeout now, Sean O'Malley up at bat for the Pirates and the National League.
Sean O'Malley batting for the National League. 1 man on.
And the runner at second taking a bit of a lead.
Don't help him, Sean. Shoulders and knees.
Jed Bischoff on second.
Nice.
And a strike there is a strike, making it 1-1. Sean O'Malley looking to keep the streak going here in the 5th inning on a pass ball. And Bischoff coming in the third, slides, and he's there easily.
Bischoff slides safely into third base.
So now Bischoff in easy scoring position. And Sean O'Malley of the Pirates digging in and takes a swing at it, making it a 2-2 count.
Come on, Keith.
Mitchell Pauly on here trying to work his way out of this inning. Earned 1 strikeout, and that's a pass ball, and it's coming. And the runner wisely goes back to third. Bischoff goes back after seeing that it bounced off the backstop well within the reach of the catcher, and Mitchell Pauly doing a good job of coming in and covering.
A lot of times pitching, especially in Little League Baseball, isn't just about pitching, but doing all the other things. Backing up and covering the plate on pass balls are also keys to winning in Little League Baseball.
And on a full count, Mitchell Pauly delivers the strike. 2 outs now, and Mitchell Pauly falling into a bit of a groove here. As you mentioned, he faced the tough part of the order at the beginning, and now maybe finding his groove.
Definitely so, and when Mitchell Pauly gets hot, that could be all for the National League.
But right now they have a strong lead at 8-1.
Right there. Back up, Kenny. Back up, Toby.
Wow, and a strong swing there from Harry Hatz up at bat. And Harry Hatz strikes out, and that's it for this inning here. We'll be back after as the National League puts a bunch on the board, making it 8-1. We'll be back with more action after this.
If you took away a star for every 1 million people who didn't vote, and a stripe for every 5 million non-voters, and a patch of blue for the 10 million people who didn't care, exactly what kind of flag are we waving?
And welcome back to Cypress Field for the site of the All-Star game. Mike Murphy along with Richard Rodriguez. And Richard, as we head into the bottom of the 5th here, 8-1 lead for the National League. And coming up to bat is Dan Keenan, though, who's the home run leader.
That's right, and he'll be facing a new pitcher in O'Malley. This is the bottom of the 5th inning, but Coach Arlen Shostak has predicted for the American League to come back in the 7th.
Though I don't think he'd mind if they started to come back a little bit sooner than that, perhaps right now.
I'm sure he wouldn't be disappointed if it came through this inning.
Exactly, and in fact, they have a while to go here. They're down 8-1, so they could score some here and still make the comeback in the 7th.
Might take 2 comebacks to make this game back a game.
So Sean O'Malley on the mound for the Pirates in the National League.
The big curveball.
Throwing the pitch there, and it's a 3-1 count. So Dan Keenan watches that one, and he takes the walk. Coming up next will be Aaron Altman, the third baseman for the Tigers.
Oh, thank you. We didn't know what she said.
Aaron Altman up at bat.
Conference at the mound.
Sean O'Malley talking to his catcher.
Cam Merrill catching.
And it's Cam Merrill behind the plate. There's a few changes coming in here as this game going to 9 innings.
Aaron Altman now.
A lot of changing players.
American League, Aaron Altman of the Tigers, with 1 man on.
So Aaron up at bat now, and Sean O'Malley ready to deliver the pitch as he steps into his windup. Takes a swing. The runner at first taking a little bit of a lead, but wisely going back to first. Kiernan on base at first. And Aaron Altman tips that one into the backstop.
Aaron Altman, the only glasses-wearing all-star on either team. Way to go, Aaron, for us people wearing glasses.
Oh, and that one, a low pitch. And he wisely takes to second. Dan Kiernan gets to second base. And now coming around into scoring position, so the American League looking to try to put something together here. Aaron Altman up at bat facing Sean O'Malley. And O'Malley delivers a strike there, strike 3, and it's a strikeout. So a runner on second, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Strikeout for Sean O'Malley.
The American League down 8-1. Trying to put something together now. Keith Warnke up at bat.
Keith Warnke of the Tigers now up for the American League.
And Keith watches the first strike come by. Sean O'Malley getting off to a good start here, pitching in the 5th inning.
Oh, walk and a strikeout.
Oh, and a strong hit by Warnke. This looks like it could be an RBI, and it's an RBI double as he drives in the run. A much-needed run for the American League here, making it 8-2. Dan Keenan scores.
One out.
Warnke on second with 1 out. And coming up now will be Mitchell Pauly, the pitcher from the Orioles, representing the American League.
Mitchell Pauly will try to help his own cause here if he can drive in a run and keep the rally going.
So as we sort of said, this might be an inning where the American League can make one of the comebacks that could turn things around.
Mitchell Pauly now batting for the American League from the Orioles. Mitchell Pauly.
O'Malley on the mound, stepping into his windup.
If O'Malley keeps hanging that curveball, then we'll have the lead will be much shorter, and because I'm sure Mitchell Pauly can plant that one beyond the cones.
He's hanging in there tough now. And he takes a big chop at that. And Sean O'Malley earns a strike. Ready in his windup with 1 man on second. A high ball there. Catcher fields that.
Now, interestingly enough, we're down to a 2-man umpiring crew. We started with a 3-man, and the man that's no longer with us is the Big Mo Machine, who was the home plate umpire.
And and a big strong drive out here, but the right fielder fields it and throws it in towards second. And he gets the out, a double play here. The runner didn't tag and forced out.
And that catch did save a home run by Mitchell Pauly. If that ball had not been caught, it would have been a home run.
That ends things here at 8-2. The American League gets one more run on the board, 8-2 at the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back after this.
Say Merry Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, get lots of stuff. Yay! Get your horsey. Do something cute. You're just gonna sit there and grin.
Next time your friend insists on driving drunk, do whatever it takes to stop him.
And the umpires for tonight's game, Sean Payne, Mo Gomez, and Jim DeGraff.
Where we have the All-Star game here in the National League is right now well in front of the American League, 8-2.
And as we head into the 6th inning now, we have our umpiring crew making a little bit of switches here. They confused us a little bit, but we have all 3 umpires here now.
Oh, it hit him!
Strong pitch.
And that's gotta hurt.
But it looks like he'll be okay. They're just taking a look at him, and obviously a nice fast pitch like that's going to sting, but they bring out a little ice pack to help him out.
And the pinch runner will be Michael Baker.
Good base runner for the National League here.
You don't know that.
Pauly responds now after his bat.
Now batting is Gabe Berkowitz.
And here comes the Gabe man. And he'll be stealing on the first pitch here.
For the Pirates, Gabe Berkowitz.
And he tries to lay down a bunt. And he doesn't do it successfully. Running in on the play from first base, Lucas. So Mitchell sets and delivers. It's high, a swing and a miss, strike 2. Baker dancing around. And back into the batter's box. Oh, just outside for the first ball. It's 1-2. Mitchell Pauly has a runner at first. In Baker. Berkowitz, the hitter. There's the pitch, and that's outside as well. Count.
Doing a little lead, but not running yet.
Count evens at 2-2. Here comes the windup and the delivery. And that's outside also. 3 outside pitches. Mitchell Pauly may be a little bit concerned about hitting a batter here.
Right now, the American League can't afford to put more people on as they're down 8-2.
Rocks and delivers inside. Ball 4. And that'll bring up Mosley.
He got hit.
Gavin Mosley. So there's nobody down. Runners at first and second. Mitchell Polly. Gavin Mosley bunts and misses. There's the throw down to third. They got him.
Baker arguing the call, but
he was way out. Cody gunning him down. But again, moving up on the backside with Berkowitz. So they still have a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. There's strike two. Gavin Mosley with an 0-2 count on him. Mitchell Polly trying to punch him out right here, and he got him.
How Mitchell Polly would respond after that, and the throw from home, getting him out at third base, and then the strikeout. He's turning things around and can get out of this inning pretty quickly.
Well, anytime your team can get you an out on the base pads behind you when you're pitching, that is a big inspiration. It's a big pump up for you. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Say it that way. Don't say it this way. Thank you. And there's strike two. And the 0-2 delivery gets away from him. Cody tracks it down, and he's safe at third. Berkowitz moving up to third base, so he's 60 feet away. A pass ball will have a little play at the plate. But there's two away, and Mitchell probably hopes there's no such thing. There's the pitch. Oh, outside. Makes the count 2-2. The 2-2 delivery gets away from him. Here comes the play at the plate. And he got him. A out at third and an out at home. And the American League gets out of it unscathed. And at the end of 5.5, it is still 8-2 in favor of the National League. We'll be back after this.
In a life-threatening emergency, you should know what to do. Say a loved one exhibits unusual symptoms. The first thing to do is... Clear! No. The first thing to do...
Oh! Tourniquet!
No! The first thing you do is pick up the phone and dial your emergency number.
Call 911 first.
Right.
How about mouth-to-mouth?
I don't think so. To learn more about life-saving techniques, contact your Red Cross.
Okay, here we are, bottom of the fifth inning, and Eric Williams for the Orioles leads off.
Mick Guggen is the pitcher, and he throws the second pitch in there high. So we're starting a little rally, trying to start a little rally here. And here's the pitch. Looked a little bit outside. Makes the count 2-3. And he fouls it off for 2-2 now.
Pat Keefe is in for Todd Brim at third base.
And the pitch, a called strike.
And there's a pitch in there for a strike. Strike three, a matter of fact. That'll bring up Moore, the center fielder. Patrick Moa.
Pat Moore, lefty here, facing the new pitcher.
And he's a left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. It's right at the letters.
Who was pitching has moved to first base, so he'll continue to bat in the same place. I have to figure out where the left fielder is batting. Oh.
There's a swing and a miss.
He's batting where James Shea, who was hit by the pitch, came out.
What's his name? Okay.
He's in left field. He'll be batting where James Shea was batting.
And there's another ball, and it's now 1-2 though. He winds and delivers. That's pops him up over here, and they won't make a play on it. Foul ball.
Pat's staying alive. The lefty batter here, fouling that one away and staying alive.
Here's the pitch. Oh, it almost hit him.
Did a fancy dance to get away from that one.
And it makes the count 2-2. Pat trying to get the rally going. 6th inning, 1 inning short of the guaranteed Arlen Shostak comeback. Strike 3.
And McGugan gets the call, strike 3.
So that's 2 strikeouts in a row for the Mick man. That'll bring up the shortstop now, Brandon O'Connor.
Now batting from the Red Sox, Brendan O'Connor.
McGugan looking to hope to make this a real 3-up, 3-down inning.
Their first pitch is a ball. Lights are fully on here now.
No, they're limited.
Here's the windup and the delivery. Oh, it hit him. Hit him in the booty.
And it hit him.
And he'll hustle down to first base and he'll bring up Dakota Jones.
Gives the American League a little bit of life here in the 7th inning, and this is, as you mentioned, the predicted comeback inning by Coach Arlen Shostak.
From the Orioles, Cody
7th inning is the comeback.
Jones.
Oh, I'm sorry. But that's not what we're in?
Oh, we're in the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th.
Oh, okay.
That's okay though.
We're on the wrong page here.
Oh yeah, my bad. Here comes the first pitch to Cody Jones, a big, slow changeup. Gets him way out in front, and it's strike 1. So the 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 2.
McGugan doing a great job coming in here in this first inning, him pitching.
2 changeups in a row. We see if we see the heater here. Oh, inside.
He's had a couple get away from him, come close to the batters. One obviously hit the batter, but he also has 2 strikeouts, so if he can end it here, he'll have a great inning.
Sometimes wildness is key to striking people out. If you can get them unsettled in the batter's box, you can come back and get them a little looking. So Dakota now has worked the count to 2-2. And here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. It's a full count.
2 out.
Over at first base is Brendan O'Connor. And the full count delivery pops him up in the infield. He ranges over. There could be a little collision, but there's not. And he pulls it in, helping his own self. A little pop out to the pitcher. That'll end the inning, and it'll keep the score 8-2 in favor of the National League. And we'll be back right after this.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
And back here with 7th inning action on Brookline Access Television, covering the Brookline Youth Baseball All-Star Game. Cam Merrill up at bat for the National League, top of the 7th, up 8-2. And Max Nadler, the Red Sox, on the mound, trying to put the National League down quickly in this inning. And a high ball gets away, and he ends up walking Cam Merrill as he gets to first. Up next, the pitcher, McDougan. John McGugan watches the first, ball 1. Cam Merrill takes a small lead on first base. He gets a look from the pitcher, Max Nadler. Nadler into his windup now. Delivers a pitch and a swing. The ball gets past the catcher, and Merrill easily gets to second. And he takes even a lead to third. The catcher staring him down. And he'll run the ball back out towards the pitcher. Max Nadler on the mound, facing the National League pitcher, who watches another ball. Catcher staring down Merrill again as he takes yet another lead. As we mentioned throughout the evening, the National League has been aggressive in their base running, and it's paid off as they have the 8-2 lead. And Merrill almost looking as if he was going to go, but catcher holding the ball and making Merrill go back. John McGugan here watches the high ball. Ball 4. And he heads to first. So now runners on first and second.
In a recent worldwide educational test, the United States didn't rank first or second or even third.
Switzerland,
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Scotland, Slovenia,
we didn't.
Spain,
So we came in 14th.
the United States.
And 14th is no place for our kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.
A strong drive up past second base. 1 run scores here. Cam Merrill coming in on the RBI from Tim Jones. Tim Jones on first now. And the pitcher, John McGugan, on third. Cam Merrill scoring on that, making it 9-2 here for the National League in the 7th inning. And the runner's going to go to second. The catcher can't make the throw. So Tim Jones now on second. Runners on second and third. And Todd Brim up from the Pirates, up at bat right now, and he pops this one up. It's in play. The catcher misses it.
Go, go.
And there's runners now on all bases.
Now batting for the Pirates.
Tim Jones with a big lead on second. Pirates, Sean O'Malley up at bat now. Runners with the bases loaded here. So tough inning here for Max
Sammy, you don't
Nadler.
have to tag the runner, just the plate.
Max Nadler in his windup with 3 men on. Throws this one for a strike.
Hey, I have my loyalty fee.
Concentrate, Sean. You got to get contact now. You got to get contact.
Tough situation for Max to work his way out of, but he's into the windup now, delivering the pitch. And it's high and away, and the runner's coming. There's going to be a play at the plate. The throw comes in there, and they call him safe. The National League scores another one, making it 10-2 at the plate. A very close one. The throw was there. Max Nadler tried to make the play, but the umpire calls him safe. Runners now on third and second. O'Malley still at bat. And another high ball gets away, and the runner's coming. It's Tim Jones, and he scores easily, diving head first. So with a runner now on third, 2 runners have stolen home. And the score now, 10-2. Are we up to 11? 11-2.
As Sean O'Malley steps into the box again. And here comes the pitch by Nadler, and it's a strike. And the count now reads, looks like it's 2-2 to O'Malley. And O'Malley gets back in the box and gets ready.
Nadler now going into his windup here on Sean O'Malley. It's a high one. So runner on third here, and it's been a big inning for the National League, building their lead to 11-2. And a swing and a strike, so Max Nadler earns a strikeout there and an out. 1 down and a runner on third.
Okay, we have Harry Hatz right now for the Braves with a runner on third, 1 out. And here comes the pitch by Nadler, and it's a little low as Harry takes ball 1. Beautiful evening right now. And Harry steps back into the box. Nadler gets ready into the pitch.
And a strike, evening up the count on Harry at 1-1. Harry Hatz, a lefty here. Doesn't seem to be phasing that. Max is going to try to bring this one down a little bit, getting advice from the coaches. Into his windup now, and the pitch is coming way high, and it gets past the catcher. The runner's coming for home, and the throw not in time as another run scores. And in the crowd getting into things here as the National League scores yet another run, making it 12-2.
Anymore for them, okay?
We're keeping tally here, and every inning I announce, the National League is going on to large scoring.
Well, right now, while Mr. Murphy has been announcing the game, the score is, let's see, that's 11-1. Well, I've announced the game. The score is 1-1. So we can see who's more offensive-minded.
For the rest of this half of the inning, we can let you call.
Okay, I'm going to announce the rest of this inning so we can end this.
New pitcher.
And it's a new pitcher, which has nothing to do with them ending it. This is the big man for the Orioles. The T-man, T. Rayford. And he'll take some warm-up throws here.
Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave, and so I rise, I rise.
All right, looks like we're ready to go now. The count! Count is 3-1 on Hats. And there's ball 4.
And it's a ball. It's a ball. And it's a balloon.
Okay, now that'll bring the top of the order. It'll be D. Franceschi. The J-Man. Score 12-2 in favor of the National League. And Big Terrence on the mound. Pass, ball gets away, and rambling down to second base is Hats. There's one out, and the runner's at second base. Terrence sets and delivers. Fouls it off. Strike one. So Terrence Rayford trying to end this rally. So far it's plated 4 runs for the National League, and there's strike 2.
But as we've seen all night, the base running has been the key to the National League here, and there's a person on as a runner on second, which could be costly if they're not careful. The past balls have just really killed the American League this inning.
All right, here's the pitch. There's a drive, and off his glove. Second baseman fields it, and they got him. Oh, no, they didn't get him. My bad, my bad. They definitely didn't get him. I don't know if I can call 2 errors on the same play.
Gabe Berkowitz.
And Gabe Berkowitz now coming up to bat. Runners at first and third. Runner at third base is Hats. Runners at first base is Di Franceschi. They may attempt the double steal. Often in Little League, they'll just let the guy steal the base, conceding it to him, not willing to take a chance on the guy scoring on third. The batter's Berkowitz. Here's the pitch from Rayford at the belt. And there's nothing. Nothing happening but him running down to second base. And really, there's no even play on him.
Gabe, get the bat on the ball, Gabe. Come on.
The pitch was a ball. High again. 2-0 is the count. The 2-0 delivery to Berkowitz. Swing and a miss. Terrence doesn't look to be throwing his hard stuff. Could be the pressure of the game. He doesn't really feel comfortable letting it all hang out. On the inside corner for strike 2.
For the American League, they want to get out of this inning very quick, and so they can get to their comeback.
And there's the pitch, and it's a fly ball, twisting foul. So still 2 strikes on him. Terrence gonna have to rear back and fire this one in there. He looks in and he fires it in. Ooh, just inside.
Full count.
That'll bring
A lot of pressure on the pitcher. With 2 runners on, this could easily load up the bases, and that's about the last thing that the American League would want to see happen right now.
Here's the full count delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Strike 3. Gabe is out.
So that'll bring up Mosley. That's Mr. Gavin Mosley. Terrence winds and delivers, and there's a fly ball to center field. Going back, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. A little bit of controversy here. Was he in play when he caught that ball? I don't see if Murrell's going to go out and question it. Yes, he is. He's going to go out and question whether he was or not. The call is he was in, and he definitely saved a home run. So at the end of 6.5, it's 12-2.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you. Don't be afraid. Be a friend.
All right, welcome back. It's 12-2, and so we can do all we can do to assist the comeback. I hand the microphone back to Mr. Offense himself, Mike Murphy.
And we're back here in the 7th inning, and into the windup. Max Nadler, the pitcher, drops a bunt. The throw coming down the first.
And he's out of there. Nice play just then by Gavin Mosley for the Dodgers. Right now coming to bat for the American League is Terrence Rayford, the pitcher. There's a nice little shot of Gavin on the mound. Gavin, one of the power pitchers in the majors this year. And there's the big guy, Terrence Rayford. And here comes the pitch. A little bit inside. Takes ball 1. Rayford, the number 3 batter for the Orioles this year. This is his first year in the majors. Gets set for the second pitch, and that's a called strike. So we have a 1-1 count to Rayford as the American League tries to come back here in the 7th inning. And the pitch, and it's a ground ball. Looks like it's over to third, and the throw to first base. And he got him. Great play just then. Terrence really hustled down to first base, but just unable to make it. Good play there by the National League. And this will bring up Keith Warneke for the Tigers. Right now the Tigers are in first place in the American League. Really having a great season, led by Howard Rosenstein and Bruce Dahlbeck. And there's a pitch by Mosley, and that looks like it was a called strike just then. As Warneke gets set. And here comes the pitch. And that's a ball. So now we have a 1-1 count on Warneke. Mosley's pitch. A little bit, no, that's called strike. So So we now have a 1-2 count to Warnicki. And here's the pitch, and it's taken in the dirt. So now it's 2-2 to Warnicki. Warnicki being a big 12-year-old this year. Quite a tremendous hitter, lots of power. Lots of power for the big guy. Mosley getting himself set on the mound, setting himself, and here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt. So we now have a full count to Keith Warnicki. And Keith getting set up there. Okay, so again, we have a full count to Warnicki. And here comes the pitch. And that's strike 3. And Mosley gets Warnicki going down swinging. And that will end the 7th inning with the National League still in the lead 12-2. We'll be back in a moment with more action.
2 o'clock. Okay.
Your employees who serve in the National Guard and Reserve may seem different. They may work a little harder, be more confident, more willing to make the extra effort to get the job done right. So when your employees need time off to serve, remember, it's not just good for our country, it's good for your business.
Glad you could all make it.
Pitcher for the American League, who I will assist personally by announcing this inning, is not Todd Brim, as the announcer in the back says. It is Mike Lace. And the first pitch is strike, but the second pitch is a ball. So Mike Murphy choked last inning, as did Arlen Shostak, not getting any runs. But I will do my part in shutting down the National League here. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Oh, that looked like a strike from here, but it was low. It was low. It was clearly low. It was very low. Sean Payne, an excellent umpire in every facet of the game. And that makes the count 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Oh, he'll take his base. So he got a strike to start off with, and then 4 consecutive.
Okay, now up for the National League is Michael Baker. So we see Mike Lace on the mound, setting himself into the windup and pitch. And that looks like it's going to be strike 1 to Baker. Baker having a great game so far today. And here's the pitch, and that's a shot. That's out to the outfield. Runner's going to take second, heading to third. And Baker holds up and gets himself a single there. So now there's first and third for the National League. It looks like they're out here to score a couple of more runs to pad onto their lead. Really having a great effort by the National League today. Really terrific. This is going to bring up Tim Jones for the Braves. Tim is a first-year player. He's a 12-year-old. And Tim is one of the best overall players in the league. He's a pitcher. I believe he catches, plays shortstop. Just has a lot of tools. And here comes the pitch, and he's going to take that for a strike 1, and it looks like we're going to get a stolen base right there by Baker going to second base on that. So now we have second and third, and no outs. Here comes the pitch. Nice little stop there by Sammy Lipschultz behind the plate for the American League right now. Sammy, a Tigers player during the regular season. And Mike into the pitch. And it's going to be strike 2. So we've got 2 strikes on Tim. Tim's actually a very good two-strike hitter. He's done it all season. National League really having a great outing tonight. And Lace with the pitch. Looks like it's a little bit high. Here comes the runner. And he's out of there. Great play just then by Sammy Lipschultz and Mike Lace, who came in quickly to cover the plate. That was a terrific play just then. And so now we have one out. And still Tim Jones on the mound. I'm still looking for a comeback. I don't think this game is over. I think it's only over if the kids want it to be, and I don't think our kids want it to be over. Okay, and Lace setting himself for the pitch, and here it go. And there's a shot by Tim Jones to left field, and that's definitely going to fall in there. Looks like it's going to be a ground roll double just there. And that scores Mike Baker to make the score 13-2, the National League. And just like we said, looks like the National League is not stopping here. Really have some solid hitters in the National League attack tonight. And it doesn't stop here. Right now, the batter for the National League this is Todd Brim for the Pirates, representing the Pirates tonight. And we have, again, Tim Jones at second base with that sharply hit ball to left field. And it looks like the American League is going to stay with Mike Lace on the mound. As we see a shot of Sammy Lipschultz getting his mask on. And Lace looks like he's set. Getting ready to pitch. And here we go. And there's a sharply hit ball to the first baseman, who looks like it's got through him. And here comes Timmy Jones. And he slips. Sammy's going to chase him down over to Mitchell, covering third, and Mitchell tosses it back to Sammy. Oh, and Sammy couldn't hold on to it.
And Bram goes all the way to third base. A little bit of excitement there on, what was it, a ground ball or something? Oh, no.
Drive to first, and the first baseman a little too hot to handle, and the ball went past him, and things went on from there.
Okay, so this will bring up Mr. Guilfoy. And that's 2 more runs in. It's 14-2. Here's the pitch on the outside corner. Strike one. Guilfoy homered earlier. Here's the pitch. Oh, swing and foul, tips a ball that was well over his head. That's the type of hitter he is. He can go out and get a ball anywhere it is. Yeah. Runner at third base, 14-2. But it's a strong 2 runs. It's not just a normal 2 runs. It is a strong, hard line 2 runs. And there's a ground ball in the hole. He'll scoop it up and throw it in.
And another run scores.
And my most productive inning so far is
National League pouring it on here in the end.
Now batting for the bridge. Harry Hat.
Harry Hat's batting left-handed now also. Oh yeah, Harry Hat's always bats left-handed though. But he doesn't have the happening sag that Timmy Jones had. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Runner taking the lead on first.
A big lead off of first base. And he sets, checks the runner, the pitch and the delivery. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And the count, I believe, is 0-2. The Hats dog walked last time. And the pitch from Mike. Oh, it's low, and the runner will advance down to second. He'll take the turn, go halfway to third, and that's all. After Hats will be DeFranceschi. Runner at second base, 1 out. Hats, the batter, and there's a long fly ball to center field, going back, and home run.
Very productive inning for you over there as the National League continues to pour it on. Now 16-2.
It's actually 17.
17.
It's hard to keep track. In the background, I hear some thunder. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get all 9 innings in. And I see a little bit of thunder and out in left field. I mean, a little bit of lightning out in left field.
Coach taking a little bit of time to talk to his pitcher out there, try to settle him down and try to get out of this inning with only 1 out at this point.
I failed so miserably. Oh well. Here's the wind and the delivery. Inside quarter, strike 1. And DeFranceschi is the batter. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 as he backs away from a pitch on the inside corner. Well, there's nobody on base by way of Mr. Hats' home run. And here comes the pitch, and it's low, ball 1. Count is 1-2. It's been so long. So, Lace has 1 out, nobody on, 2 strikes on the batter. And the pitch. Ow! Inside. Mike adjusts his hat, looks in, delivers. Inside, ball 3. It's a full count. Full count to DeFranceschi. Here's the wind and the deliver. Outside, ball 4.
Harry Hatchie. Yes.
That'll bring up Berkowitz from the Pirates.
Coach is worried again about the base runners, so they're telling the pitcher to watch the guy on first here. Make sure he won't take the base.
And here's the pitch. Inside, gets away from him. The runner scampers down to second base. And DeFranceschi finds himself at second base. Toot, 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 toot. And Gab gets ready. Here's the pitch to him. Oh, it hit him in the head. But it hit him in the head, and he's fine. That's what helmets are for. And he gets up. He's fine. He's a tough dude. Shakes hands with the pitcher. A little scary, but it's all cool. It's all cool.
Due to technical difficulties, we're unable to show the remainder of this half inning. However, following a commercial break, we'll be back with the conclusion of the game as the American League attempts to come back from an 18-2 score in the bottom of the 8th inning.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never, ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
And welcome back here to the Brookline Youth Baseball All-Star Game. Up at bat right now, it's Renault Lucas. And he takes a swing at the first pitch for strike 1.
Towards the pitcher, not towards first base. Come on.
And right now on the mound,
This is Joe DeFranceschi.
for the Dodgers.
And Arlen Shostak joining me here in the booth here, helping us score a little bit.
Nice to be here, Mike.
Thank you, Arlen. 18-2, a tough inning here for the American League, but they want to get some runs on the board.
It's been a difficult outing for us.
And a drive up here, up the first baseline, and out. And coming up next, we have Mitchell Pauley. Mitchell did a good job pitching earlier.
Mitchell is actually one of the hotter throwers in the league. This is his second year in the Major A division. But I wanted to comment on it. It's good to see Renault still hanging tough up there. You know, hitting a sharp ball down to first. You know, really having that no-quit attitude.
Exactly. So Joe DeFranceschi, try to say that 2 times quick. He's out there and he's doing a good job here trying to shut things down for the National League, trying to wrap things up here. And he earns the strikeout. So 2 outs here quickly for the National League. And up next will be Eric Williams.
Yeah, Eric's also one of the Orioles. We had a game this morning, actually. We played against the Tigers in an early game. It was a rainout.
Strike 1 on Eric.
Yeah, and Eric played pretty well in the earlier game.
And then to the windup, Joe D.
There's a shot. There's a shot.
And it's a strong hit down the first baseline. Gets past the first baseman. And Eric will wisely hold at first base there.
It looked like Guilfoyle took a short hop on Guilfoyle. He went after it, but it just took a bad hop. Batter right now is Pat Moore for the Orioles.
So now Pat Moore steps up to the plate. He's a lefty. Could present a little bit of a problem for Joe D, but Joe D's having a good game pitching here, and he earns a first strike with a runner on first right now. 2 down. American League trying to put together a run here late in the 8th inning. And a swing, strike 2.
DeFranceschi is coming in with the heat now. He really is exploding off the mound.
I think he's really trying to shut things down here in this 8th inning.
Oh, absolutely.
And that one gets away from him a little bit, up high, and he gets the contact, but it's an out. And that wraps up the bottom of the 8th inning here with the score still 18-2. When we come back, the National League will be up at bat.
Give us 1 second. I believe what we're having here, I think that they're calling the game right now. They are.
Okay, they're going to call the game here at 8 innings.
Yes.
After a long, hard-fought game.
I believe,
but due to time constraints here.
I think it's because an inning can't start after a certain
time,
exactly.
Because of the lights and all those sorts of things and those issues. So a great game here, and Arlen.
It was super. I'm going to just go
let you run out there. So again, the final score here from Brookline High School, it's 18-2. The National League comes out on top, and we'll be back to wrap things up after this.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Larry, you know, this simple exercise can help you stay healthy, which keeps medical costs down.
But you gotta do it every day, Vince. Or you'll get out of shape fast.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
They're still around, and these diseases could be life-threatening if you don't protect your baby from them. Full protection takes around 5 visits for shots, starting by 2 months and ending by age 2. Ask if your baby is up to date on every visit to your doctor. Or if you don't have a doctor, call 1-800-232-2522 to find out where to get your baby shots. When it comes to immunization, your baby's counting on you.
And welcome back here to Brookline High School, site of the 1997 Brookline Youth Baseball All-Star Game. And right now we're preparing for the award ceremony after the All-Star Game. The final score, 18-2. The National League coming out on top. Arlen Shostak here with me, one of the coaches for the American League. And Arlen, very good time here for a lot of the kids. They all did a great job out there playing today. A great game. And right now we're going to take a listen in here and as they hand out the trophies.
Yes, it was really a fun game. You know, a little lopsided score, but it was fun. This is a game that you really like to remember. You know, I played in the All-Star game when I was a kid, and I'll never forget it. Being out there with some really good talent and really nice kids, and it's just a memory that's going to last a lifetime.
And now, what kind of awards do they give out at this time?
Well, right now these are the All-Star trophies. Each player in both leagues, didn't make a difference who wins the game, but just the fact that they were on the team. And here you see Aaron Altman of the Tigers getting his trophy. Aaron's a first-year player for the Tigers. He's an 11-year-old and also a pitcher. In fact, he pitched against us this morning.
And now we have Cody Jones of the Orioles now receiving his award. It's good to see.
And this is
Dan Kiernan had a great game out there today.
He really did have a great game.
One of the strongest power hitters in the league is Daniel Kiernan, and now we have coming up also from the Tigers. This is hard-throwing Mike Lace, one of the best pitchers in the league. And now we have coming up to receive his award. This is Sam Lipschultz of also the Tigers as he shakes hands with Mike Merrill. And now coming up from the Red Sox, this is Jeremiah Lowe, solid ball player.
Jerry, one of the early leadoff hitters for you, I believe in the second inning. He was around the top of the order.
And here is Renault Lucas of the famous Lucases. I had Tariq, his older brother, on my team, and Renault is following
another Red
great
Sox
course.
player, and he was at first base tonight for a good chunk of time out there.
Absolutely, and here right now is Pat Moore receiving his trophy. Pat was out in center field a lot for today's game. Had a nice season so far.
And Max, who pitched for a little bit this evening, did a good job out there as well.
Max actually has an all-around game. Max pitches and he catches and he plays a little short. And here's Brandon O'Connor, one of the best 11-year-old pitchers in the whole league. He's going to be dominant next year.
Also hit one of the home runs in the home run derby at the beginning.
He hit a shot. And here's Mitchell Pauley.
Also pitched for you tonight.
Also
did a good job.
And terrific player. I think he's thrown about 80 this year. And here is Terrence Rafer, also an Oriole.
With 2 home runs during the home run
Terrence
derby.
had a couple of homers, and he's an 11-year-old as well, and look at the size of Terrence. He's going to be Mo Vaughn next year.
Another tall player.
Talking about another tall player, here's Keith Warnicki, tremendous talent.
And Keith also, I believe, had 2 home runs during the home run derby today.
Did.
A nice power hitter up there.
Absolutely.
Good player all around in today's game.
And here is Kevin Willits. I had Kevin's brother on my team, Mike Willits, and Kevin also a great talent.
And here comes Eric Williams from your team as well.
Yep, it's Eric Williams. Got a good third baseman, second base.
And we're going to let you go up there pretty soon. You'll be called up for a coach's award. And the crowd giving you a well-deserved round of applause. And you and all the coaches here who put in a lot of time making this all come true for these kids.
So much fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. This is actually my 22nd year of coaching, Mike. And I work my jobs around Brookline Youth Baseball. This is the 12th year of me televising games.
And here we have the National League players coming out now.
Timmy Jones and
had a great
Timmy
game
is
today.
Quite a talent.
Very good base runner out there.
I'll tell you something. The first game we played him in the season, he had 2 home runs off us. And this is Mike Fay of the Dodgers.
Mike Fay had one of the home runs. Actually, almost looked like it was going to tie it for the National League during the home run derby, but then the American League came back and put away 2 and ended up winning.
And this looks like
John McGugan of the Dodgers also playing a fine game tonight.
Okay, and this is Gavin Mosley.
Gavin Mosley also had a great game.
Yeah, Gavin has just a rifle for an arm. I'll tell you, tremendous shortstop, and he's got the total game. And right now, this looks like Ryan Guilfoy of the
Pirates shortstop.
Oh, he's actually one of the best pitchers in the league. And this right now is.
And Pat Keith from the Pirates out there picking up his trophy. And now another Pirate player.
And that's
Mike Fay.
That was Gabe Berkowitz.
Gabe Berkowitz picking up his trophy. And now Mike Baker from the Braves picking up his. Mike, another great game out there today. And he hit 2 home runs during that home run derby.
He hit some shots. And this is Todd Brenn.
And this is Todd Brenn coming out from the Pirates.
And here comes Harry.
And here comes Harry Hatz. Had a great game too. He had a home run at the end of the game.
Ball he hit?
I don't think they did. He probably might have had one of the longest shots of the evening.
I'm thinking way in the bushes there that ball went. And this right now is Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley did a good job pitching on the mound tonight for the Pirates as well.
He really did look good. You know, it's tough to say a bad word about the National League. They just had such a tremendous outing today. This right now is Joe DeFranceschi. Oh, look at him
doing
smiling.
a little pose for us over here at the camera.
And this is Cam Merrill.
Mike Merrill's son.
Mike's son, and
pitching, good all-around player.
He's clearly,
hit 2 home runs during the home run derby.
Clearly one of the best players in the entire league is Cam Merrill. And this right now is Jed Weisskopf.
And we're back here at Brookline High School site of the 1997 Brookline Youth Baseball All-Star Game. And it was a great game all around, guys. 18-2. It was a great offensive display, some great defensive plays throughout the evening. We'll begin with the American League and talk about some of the plays went off. Coach, we'll start with you. You guys put a great effort out there. Tough loss, but some great talent on your team.
Just a lot of tremendous talent. Mike Fay hit a 3-run homer earlier in the game, which pretty much set the tone for the game, I thought. They also had some other timely hits, I think with a couple of outs. And we gave it our all. We threw hard, and hats off to the National League today.
And Mitchell Paul, you were out there and you played a great game yourself. Talk a little bit about for your team and playing tonight, what it felt like out there.
It felt great. 'Cause, well, for one, it was my first time playing in the dark, and we played a great game. Just our best just obviously wasn't enough.
Well, you know, sometimes it happens like that, but you did a great job out there, and all your teammates did. And we're going to turn over here to the National League. Coach Mike Merrill, you did a great job out there getting your team ready today. It's always tough when you're pulling different players used to playing in different systems. Talk a little bit about getting everybody prepped for this game.
Well, I think the National League guys were ready because, you know, coming up through the ranks, as Howie knows, we lost 2 years ago. We were in the Bs. We lost last year also in the A All-Star game. Mike can probably tell you, I think they were hoping, against all hope, that we would get the victory this year. Right, Mike?
Yep.
Mike, talk a little bit about the game for your team out there. Obviously, you guys did a great job out there today, had a lot of good offense. What about your game out there today? What did you like out there?
Well, it was great to be picked for the All-Star game. I'm really happy. I thought we had great offense and defense in the field, and everyone put a hard effort into the team. I think we just did a great job.
All right, great job all around for all you guys. A lot of fun out here. And of course for our entire team here for Brookline Access Television, Mike Murphy, Richard Rodriguez, our cameraman and our producer, we want to thank you for watching the 1997 Brookline Youth Baseball All-Star Game on Brookline Access Television. Be sure to stay with us and watch throughout the season for more games. Thanks again and have a good night.